Welcome back to Dissect the Question. A 49-year-old man is brought to the ER by ambulance because of repeated convulsions. The patient was a garbage truck driver known to be alcoholic who fell down and suffered an injury to the left face 2 days before the onset of the convulsion. The patient refused a tetanus shot. Intravenous administration of anti-seizure and muscle relaxant medications partially relieved the convulsions. 6 hours later, the patient became unable to open his mouth. An abnormality in which of the following cell or cell structures is the likely cause of this man's condition? Well, we have what seems to be a seizure or increased electrical activity to the muscles. And so we're looking for an answer here that's going to relate to overexcitation. Now, the trick with the nervous system is there's both excitatory neurons and inhibitory neurons. Now, the excitatory neurons excite and the inhibitory neurons inhibit, but if we inhibit an inhibitory neuron, we get excitation. If we inhibit an excitatory neuron, we get inhibition. So we have two possibilities here. Either there's overexcitation of the excitatory interneuron as the primary cause of this man's inability to open his mouth due to some sort of rigidity or convulsions or seizures in the muscles. Or it could be that the inhibitory interneuron is inhibited. Well, we do know he refused a tetanus shot, so it seems like this question is related to what we call bacteriological tetanus. Now, what you should remember is that in the spinal cord we have the dorsal horn and the ventral horn of the gray matter, and in the ventral horn is where we have the lower motor neurons that innervate our skeletal muscles, our striated skeletal muscles. And here we have a neuromuscular junction with acetylcholine, and if there's stimulation, there'll be an action potential, and if there's too much stimulation, we'll get too many action potentials that are uncontrolled. So what's going on here, possibly, is that this lower motor neuron is overexcited. Now, is it overexcited because of A, or is it overexcited because of B, where we would be inhibiting an inhibitory interneuron? Well, one thing we know about Clostridium tetani is the toxin that we're interested in here. Clostridium tetani inhibits inhibitory interneurons. There's an inhibitory interneuron here controlling the lower motor neuron, keep it from becoming overexcited. Now we know upper motor neurons, this is our lower motor neuron, upper motor neurons innervate lower motor neurons, but before they do so, they synapse with inhibitory interneurons and also excitatory interneurons. So if we have both excitatory interneurons and inhibitory interneurons, and the inhibitory interneurons are attacked by tetanus, which they are, here we go, tetanus is attacking the inhibitory interneuron. It's actually getting into the cell and damaging it. Well, then we'll get overexcitation, and it seems like then B is the correct answer. Now, we can't stop at any multiple choice question without looking at the choices that we totally ignored. So, for example, sarcolemma, sarcomere, and T-tubules are here, all in the muscle. C, D, and E would relate to something going on in the muscle, and we know with tetanus, it's in the nervous system, not in the muscle primarily. So we can eliminate those immediately, and it seems like inhibitory interneuron is the best choice.